Every 45 minutes, a millionaire leaves the UK for good. And it's not as a business trip or as a vacation, but for good. And this isn't just about numbers on a spreadsheet. It's about something far deeper, a cultural shift, a loss of trust, a feeling that success itself has become something to apologize for. The UK, once a magnet for wealth and innovation, has turned into a place where high achievers feel hunted. Privacy is crumbling and wealth is punished. The message is very clear. If you have built something of value, you are the problem. If you're earning in the high six figures or more and you're handing over half of your income to the government while being treated like the villain in your own story, then this might be the most important video you will watch this year. Because today I will show you why British entrepreneurs are walking away and where they are building a new life full of freedom. The truth is simple, the UK government has declared open war on wealth. The top rate of income tax sits at 45% once you pass £125,000. Capital gain tax has been raised from 20 to 24, and inheritance tax now reaches into every corner of your assets worldwide, tearing apart structure that once offered protection. Offshore trust is simply useless. Imagine giving 30 years of your life to building a company, only for your family to inherit not your legacy, but a tax bill worth nearly half everything you built. But this isn't just about taxation, it's about identity. In Britain today, wealth is something to be hidden. Clients whisper to me that they are afraid to wear a Rolex in public, and that they drive old cars so they won't be noticed, and that they bury their success in silence. Success has become a source of shame and not of pride. Now step into Dubai, where I live, and here the story flips. Entrepreneurs are celebrated, success is admired and not resented. The system is designed to lift you up and not drain you dry. And the spiral in the UK only accelerates. Every time one wealthy person leaves the UK, the government loses revenue. And to make up to shortfall, they raise taxes again. And when they raise taxes, even more people leave. It's a death loop and it's tightening. Now look at the facts. In 2024 alone, 10,800 millionaires left the UK, a 175% decrease from the year before. And only China lost more, and their population is 20 times larger. And this wasn't just about a few wealthy families slipping quietly out. Among them were 78 millionaires or individuals more worth than £100 million each, and a dozen billionaires. Now collectively, that's more than £91 billion of wealth walking out of the door. And it wasn't about passive money. These people weren't just taxpayers, they were builders. Each invested on average more than £100 million into the UK economy. Each gave nearly £6 million to charity, and they built companies, they created jobs, and they sparked innovation. And what's happening now? The London property market is in free fall, down more than a third. Over 4,400 companies direct have resigned in just 12 months, and the whole industries, fintech, private equity, wealth management are packing up. And here's the part no one talks about. When one entrepreneur leaves and saves $500,000 in taxes, they don't keep it quiet. They tell all their friends, and they tell their employees, and they tell their investors. And suddenly it's not even one person leaving, it's the entire ecosystem. 3 years ago, relocation calls from the UK were rare, and today the flood in 5 to 10 a week easily, and this is no longer trickle, it's a mass exodus. So where are they going? Most of them are going to Dubai, and it's easy to see why. So there's no personal income tax, there's no capital gain tax, and there's no inheritance tax. So even the corporate tax remains at 0% below a certain threshold and only 9% above it. At the golden visa, where an investment in property secures 10 years of residency, and the door is wide open. I worked with a London tech entrepreneur who once paid £200,000 a year in taxes. In Dubai, his tax bill is nothing. Those funds now go back into his company and his family and his freedom. But not everyone dreams of desert skylines. Switzerland continues to attract the ultra-rich with its unique forfeit tax system. Italy offers a flat €200,000 tax on foreign sourced income, no matter if you earn 1 million or 10 million. Portugal, even without the famous NHR regime, still provides incentives for professionals that make the UK look like a trap. And then you have still the wild card, the United States. Yes, federal taxes are steep, but states like Florida and Texas impose no state income tax. More importantly, America still embraces the spirit of entrepreneurship. I know a fintech founder who moved from London to Miami, and his opportunities exploded and his income tripled. And it's not because of tax policies alone, but because in America, success isn't mocked, it's celebrated. All of this leaves Britain in a dangerous position. When you push out the people who create value, you don't just lose revenue, you lose momentum. The London Stock Exchange is shrinking. Banks are shifting operations abroad, and innovation is drying up. And perhaps, worst of all, trust is shattered. Entrepreneurs no longer believe the system has their back. Once that belief is gone, no amount of political backpedaling can bring it back. Meanwhile, other nations are winning. They're opening their arms to these British entrepreneurs, offering streamlined setups and competitive rates. They understand something the UK has forgotten. Successful people have choices, and they're not afraid to choose them. So if you are a high earner in the UK right now, you stand a crossroads. You can wait and watch the spiral pull you down, or you can step up like thousands of others and take control of your own future. At Emifast, we already guided over 3,000 entrepreneurs throughout this transition, and we know the legal steps, the banking system, the lifestyle adjustments, and we have lived ourselves. I left Belgium for Dubai years ago, and I've never looked back. This isn't just about lowering taxes, it's about reclaiming freedom. Freedom to build without limits, freedom to pass on your legacy, and freedom to live in a society that wants you to succeed. So ask yourself, are you staying out of the habit, or are you ready to win? So if you are serious about making a change, visit emifast.com to discover the exact blueprint we use to break free. And if this video opened your eyes, subscribe, share, and leave a comment below. And don't forget that every 45 minutes, another millionaire makes their move. And the only question is, will you be the next one?